Bingo, bango, ha ta ta. Alright. Oh, joy and good tidings, dear listeners, where I bring you into a new arc. And what exciting things there are in this new arc. New friends, old enemies, and people growing closer together. People just sonic spin dashing into each other's hearts. Oh, it's a great day. So, let's get into it. It is summer in beautiful Halcyon City. 5 months after the incident at Defenders Academy, it is now summer in Halcyon City. All the people are hitting the beaches. People in South Point and North Point are sweating their asses off. People are going to the parks, headed out to Helios Park and Sentinel Park to just, hang out, enjoy some shaved ice, look at some monuments, bathe in fountains, even though they're not supposed to.
In New York, it's legal. That's just my fun fact.
In Halcyon City, it's not. They kill you for it. We're cutting into a house and street in Halcyon City, and then further into a room where Rachel, your character, is sleeping. Describe that character and just like the room. What room is this?
So, this is the bedroom of a teenage girl who fancies herself to be kind of like a hippie free spirit, but like not like a deadhead, but like pictures of the earth and like protest slogans. And it's got like a kind of funky atmosphere. Like there's a little meditation space. There's this like big computer. It's pretty much just looks like a desktop with like a giant tower, and we'll find out later that this was a gift from her parents. It was something they left behind for her. The carpet is like wall-to-wall lavender, and the walls are painted like a seafoam green. The girl also has purple hair, so pretty much this room is like an extension of herself. And she is wearing corduroy overalls. She is listening to music, probably some 90s jam band, on her headphones. And she's kind of nodding along. She's got like frizzy purple hair that's pulled back into a ponytail. She looks very sweet and open. And she's sort of like humming along to the words. So she's just really enjoying herself while she's relaxing.
Suddenly, you hear your phone go off, and when you pick it up to see that the caller ID says it's from an unknown number. But that doesn't surprise you, because you've been waiting for this call. Do you answer it?
Yeah, if I've been waiting for it. Hello?
Roaring Girl?
Yes.
Come down to the bunker in about 2 hours. We're gonna need you very soon.
Oh, great. I'm on my way.
And then swish, swish, swish. Guess what kind of wipe it is? It's a star wipe.
I would think it would be like a peace sign wipe.
It's a peace sign dissolve. Okay.
Pretty.
Sorry.
Or like a bunch of flowers fly over the screen.
Yes. Oh, it's like a transition like Oron High School Host Club. It's just like rose petals fly across the screen. You changing your costume. Describe your costume. What does it look like? As we have a sick like student montage. Or if you don't have one, we don't have one. We don't have a montage.
I don't have one right now. I've got like an adaptive costume, so I just like don't really want anyone to know right now that I have superpowers. So I'm actually gonna head over there as my secret identity, named Molly
Nice.
Frisk.
All right. So we will once again. All right. So we'll just stick with the aforementioned rose petal wipe, and
New arc, new wipe. Is that what we're doing?
Yes, every arc has its own wipe. The first arc had star wipes. This one is rose petal wipes.
And various types of flowers, depending on the situation.
We cut to a young person wearing a very fashionable cape. This person is in a classroom of local public schools in Halcyon City, staring at the clock that's ticking down to the last hours before the start of summer vacation. Ray, tell me, what have you been doing for the past 5 months?
All right, well, Ray, dead set on getting the classic high school experience when Defenders, can you tell it's been a while since we recorded? Defenders Academy, went under, enrolled at the local public school.
Which is named.
Do you have a name? Because I do not have a name.
Marsden High.
Marsden High, which is a normal public high school.
It is a normal public high school.
Where Ray has made it their mission to become, like, popular. Which is their eternal quest.
Tell me, how has that gone?
Well, it's been 6 months. And it's okay. They have, like, a core group of good friends. And the rest of the school does seem very nonplussed with Ray.
But, yeah, so you, can't, staring at the clock and tick, 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 ring, ring, ring. It's fucking anarchy. Papers flying everywhere. One kid flips over his desk and starts a fire, and just everyone's losing their shit and running out of school. 'Cause guess what? Summer has just fucking started. It's amazing. As you're rushing out of the doors of Marsden High, you get a text message on your phone from a certain someone. From Astro Girl. Hey, still want to meet at the beach later today?
Alright, Ray does, like, a little dance to themselves and starts to type a couple of things and then deletes it and then tries to it again and then realizes it'll do, like, the ... notification thing, so deletes it again, and then ultimately decides, sure, with a dancing girl emoji, which this is gonna be really fun because Ray definitely uses emojis and I don't, so this is gonna be a very fun adventure for me.
As you're looking at your phone, you get another text that's from Annie that says, "I'm so bored."
And the screen is full of rose petals as we transition away to Annie. Annie? Where are you? What have you been doing?
Annie is in her room, in her garage room, sitting on like a reinforced bench in front of a very small computer desk, looking at a laptop with a whole bunch of tabs of like YouTube videos open. She's been taking online classes, and she's extremely bored. She was, it's not a coincidence that she texted Ray at exactly the minute that Ray got out of school, because she has been looking at the clock every 30 seconds to make sure to, like, wait until the right time to text them.
You get a quick response from Ray that says, "You could have gone to school with me. Marsden High is pretty great."
Yeah, but I don't want to get kidnapped by the government. Although I'm considering it because anything would be better than this garage.
Okay, Ray asks, what are you doing?
Watching a bunch of videos, switching between them.
I'm going to the beach later. You want to join?
Yes.
Wave transition.
Like seagull
So-
sounds.
Seagull sounds. We are at one of the local beaches of Halcyon City. People are out and about having a fun time. Some people, like, maybe people of half Jewish, half Irish descent with beautiful long locks, are burning to death under the scorching sun. I'm not putting any of my own experiences into this tale at all, but they're having a hard time. Everyone else is enjoying themselves.
Ray being made of gas does not need to worry about sunscreen.
Okay, but our three young heroes are together, and I need everyone to describe their beach looks. What are your beach looks?
Huge floppy hat. Like
Yes.
huge. Like 6 foot wide floppy hat. Which is fine because I'm a huge robot.
Astro Girl's wearing a very cool one piece that the right side is black, left side white, with a great like those like beach shawls, right? One of those that same color pattern, but but the colors are reversed, and some of those some big sunglasses that have octagonal frames.
Is he gonna ask what Ray's wearing?
I'm gonna ask, what is Ray wearing?
Alright, Ray is wearing a sheer gold sparkly caftan that is like a little bit too big for them, but it works. Which for underneath you can see they're wearing a like lavender colored, pretty actually normal for Ray bikini, and they're wearing a pair of like just like the giant like Breakfast at Tiffany's kind of like circular sunglasses. And yeah, that's what Ray's wearing. No sun hat or anything.
Okay. Astro Girl seems weirdly awkward today, which is unusual. She's usually pretty confident, but Ray, you get the vibe that things are a little off with her for some reason that you can't put your finger on.
Hey, Astro Girl, the weather's really nice today. The beach is nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's yeah.
Pretty cool. Thanks.
Oh, yeah,
Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Oh,
Thanks for letting me invite myself.
You're welcome, Annie. How have you been since you had to change schools?
Terrible, How are you?
Oh, it's great. I'm going to a private school at in North Point right now.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
How is it?
So,
I told Annie that she should go to Marston High with me.
yeah, why didn't you? That seems like be preferable just doing whatever it is you've been doing.
Yeah, I've been taking online like college prep classes and stuff, and like my dad says it's probably better for it's probably better academics and stuff, and also I won't get like tracked down by the U.S. military and taken back to the secret facility where I was created. But it's really boring.
I have questions. Yeah, I mean, you could. So I'm currently trying to be the most popular girl in school right now, and it's a little bit hard because everyone all knows each other, and I'm new, and I joined in the middle of the year, and at superhero school, people thought I was cool, but everyone's kind of weirded out by the alien thing.
Mm-hmm. So I could
People
go
thought
and
you were cool at.
You could be like
Oh no.
the second least popular girl in school.
Hey, hey, Annie. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you go get us some shaved ice?
Absolutely. I
I'm imagining him like, them trundling across the beach.
So I have a question. Is like,
but then also like,
is Annie's version of like
tiptoeing
flip flops like? Do you like change out your feet to like treads?
That's what I was thinking.
yeah, for all terrains, I have treads that go on the bottom of my feet. They're like tank treads that I just roll around on sand.
So you just like have this like giant like pillar of sand that you're kicking up behind you as you like slowly motor towards the shaved ice cart. Once Annie is like gone to get some ice, Astro Girl says to you, right? Like, so, I'm looking forward to the summer. You know, a lot of free time on my hands. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. You got anything fun planned?
I'm not really. I mean, this is my first summer, so I'm really excited though. And then we're going to the beach, and I'm really excited about the beach. And then, what? Do you go see movies?
Yes, that is a thing that people do. Do you have any that you're looking forward to seeing in particular?
No, I haven't looked. I mean, I was so busy with school. I've just started. I haven't had time to plan my summer activities yet. But.
Well, maybe we could like find one that like we both wanted to, and Ray, Astro Girl, and Annie, all three of their phones start to vibrate or ring or just send you notifications. Whatever mode your phones are in, we won't go into that.
That's a whole.
No, please give me more logistics.
A whole political issue we're not going to go into.
And all of you notice a message from an unlisted number that says, "Come down to the bunker. We need you." Okay. That transition. We are underground in Halcyon City in an abandoned subway station.
I open up my little mini fridge and give you both the shaved ice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Annie.
I don't know why you didn't give us that at the beach. We're underground now. It's very cool.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
It's very cool, though. Like, that's a very good fridge that you have.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I don't really know why they would have designed that to be part of my design, but it is useful.
There's going to be something in this series at some point.
Relevant thing where
I'm going to make that happen. But we are back in the Inquisitor's abandoned subway station lair. And things have changed a little bit since the last time we saw it. There are a number of students and former imprisoned villains that have set up sort of a permanent residency down here because they have nowhere else to go, really. So there are, some cots set up and like some curtains, for privacy, strewn along one side of the station. There's some, a couple of kids playing ping pong in the corner. One kid looks like an anthropomorphic alligator. The other one has no hands because they're invisible. They're invisible hands.
Wait, just the hands.
just the hands. The rest
this
of
like
them is
free
is
market economics, man.
Yeah, the invisible hand of the market and drives all. He's very powerful. And the three of you are called back into the Inquisitor's office. Door opening sounds, door closing sounds. And the Inquisitor is seated behind their desk. And they say, I'm so glad the three of you are here. I trust that the summer is treating you well. I don't know what kids do.
Yeah, we were just at the beach.
Beaches, yes. That sounds like fun.
I mean, weren't you a teen once? That seems like a thing you'd remember.
I was at one point. How do you know I'm not still a teen? I could be. I could just be tall.
You
Why
are
am
tall.
Why am I getting into this with you? Have a seat. So, you're probably wondering why I've called the three of you in today. You promised to help me should I need you. And right now I find myself in need of your skill. No. And
Particular set of skills.
particular set of skills. Sure. Today is that day that I need your help.
Okay.
Well, good to know you don't have anything else going on.
Yeah, I'm bored.
I mean, I think Astrogirl was about to ask me on a date, so I'm really kind of sad that didn't happen. But
I was, it could be, I mean...
I really like to go to the movies with you sometime, but
it was-
what's going on, Mr. Listener?
Her whole face goes red. It's not what, I mean, unless you want it to be, I don't have time for, sort this out on your own time. All three of you are familiar with Sentinel Tower. You've been there. At least I know two of you have, and I believe Astro Girl you have as well. You had an internship with Barrage at some point. So
That's
I'm
true.
going to be very frank because we don't have a lot of time here. I need you to break into I need you to break in to Sentinel Tower and steal something.
Ray's outfit immediately changes into the catsuit that they were wearing for the hospital break-in.
Yeah. Okay. So, I trust you'll answer the call.
Yeah.
Great. The Inquisitor unrolls some blueprints on their desk of Halcyon City Tower. Right. I need you to steal two things for me. The first and most important being the head of a particular robot that I believe all of you have seen before. It's in their main trophy room. They've converted into a lighting fixture that hangs above the board table. Board table, that's not what those are called. What are those called? The meeting table?
Conference tables?
They've converted into a chandelier that hangs above the conference room table. It's in a very famous photograph of them when the Sentinels first formed, and the Inquisitor takes out that photograph and shows it to you. You've seen it before. It's of the first assemblage of the Sentinels back in the 70s. All of them are standing in front of a very like retro futuristic looking Iron Giant kind of looking robot. And you've seen that head before too. It's the one that hangs above that table, where Captain Ares told you to not poke around in other people's business.
Which is definitely a thing that we did.
Mm-hmm. That's the first and most important thing. The other thing, slightly less important, but if you could get it, would be certainly a bonus. In the trophy case, there's a pair of sunglasses. They're rose-tinted frame. Rose-tinted
Heart-shaped ones?
You've seen them. Yes. If you can acquire those two things, it would be a great help to me.
What do they do?
They're very valuable to someone, and I'm hoping that if I return them, they'll owe me a favor.
This
Who are they
seems-
valuable to?
Oh, it's not getting into particulars. It's someone very skilled with magic. So, I'm bringing all of you in because you have familiarity with the tower. You've been in there before, and you've all three of you been in that room, and I think that your power set will be very useful in this kind of operation. However, I think that it's more than a 3-person job. So, I am going to be putting a fourth member on your team. And,
Are they going to betray us?
I hope not.
Me too.
Inquisitor buzzes like an intercom. Oh, Roaring Girl, you can come in.
Oh, hi. And then I stop short when I see Annie, and I'm like,
Hi.
hi.
I'm Annie. Oh, hi.
I know. Hi.
Hi, I'm Ray.
Oh, nice to meet you. I've known you two. I was, I guess, the grade below you, and yeah.
Oh.
I think you guys are so cool, and you've done so many cool things, and I guess we're gonna be doing cool things together. I'm so excited.
Okay. I've never seen you before.
I guess I blend in. I mean, the purple hair is new, and I thought if we don't have any more superhero school, I might as well.
Yeah, I
do
like
something
it.
different, you know.
Are you sure you?
Oh,
Are you
like it?
sure you
Thanks.
went to Defenders Academy?
Yeah, definitely.
What was your name again?
I'm Molly. I know you wouldn't remember me. I told you I had just started. I was new, and the school blew up. But I'm glad it did, because it turns out that the people running the school were pretty bad people.
Yes. Well, it's certainly nice to see you're all getting along so well. Is there any questions before we get started? We're on a bit of a time crunch. You see,
I've never pulled off a heist before, but I'm really excited about it. I haven't had time to catch up on heist movies, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but I am definitely up for the challenge.
Yeah, I'm not super good at stealth missions, but I think I can do something.
this is going to be pretty simple. You're going to be running in 2 teams. Your B team. A team will be another group. They'll be causing a distraction in the city in order to make sure the Sentinel's dispatch anyone that is actually superpowered and inside the tower currently. So you probably won't be running into heavy hitters whenever you break in, but I wouldn't expect it to be completely empty of heroes, so watch out. The outside is patrolled by security drones, so approach with caution if you want to go in from the outside. If you want to go from the ground floor, there's a security team on task in order to guard the elevators there. I'm not going to lie to you. This is going to be difficult, but I have full faith in you to make this work. So, here are some blueprints. They hand him to Ray.
That's probably a good idea.
And, well...
Ray puts them in there. So Ray is carrying a giant beach bag. I forgot to mention that, like one of the straw ones. With like a macrame flower on it.
Yes, 4 of you have fun. Please don't die, and if you do get caught, you were never working for me, you've never seen me before, and I have no idea who you are.
Thanks!
Good luck. And the Inquisitor ushers you out of their office.
Okay, bye.
Yes, goodbye now. I'm closing the door.
Nice to see ya.
Yes, it was good to see you.
Around.
Yeah, door close sounds.
Thanks.
Have fun. The 4 of you now have some blueprints and orders to rob the tower of the most powerful superhero team in the world. And you have a new person that you have to make friends with.
That's the greatest heist of all.
Friendship.
Well, worst case scenario, we have to go on the run from the law, and that's something I'm a lot more comfortable doing.
I still don't quite understand how the law works, so...
Nobody does.
You don't know what... How long have you been here?
About a year.
And we need to go... We need to sit down sometime, and you need to tell me every law that you know, so we can fill in any gaps.
Yeah, we can meet up for that movie that you want to take me to.
Her face gets red again. I mean, it's only it's a social situation that is the two of us going to do an activity together for yes.
I'm not an expert on human interaction. I'm pretty sure that's called a date. And as for the law thing, I would like to point out that you led a rebellion to overthrow a current administration, which I'm not saying is a bad thing. I'm just saying it's interesting that you seem to think that laws are important.
I'm just saying that you should be aware of which laws you're breaking.
I know you can't put the principal's car into the ground. That's something I learned.
That is one of them. Yes, that's a good place to start. I'm glad.
I'm taking a civics course online, and they addressed that specifically. Don't put people's cars in the ground.
You're having this conversation like as you're like walking out of
Yes.
the subway like entrance, and at some point Astro looks back to Roaring Girl, who I think is like probably just hanging out in the back of the group. Like, I've been in situations like that before. We're like a group of people that really know each other, and you're just kind of left outside. I'm like, wait, so Roaring Girl, yeah. So what is it that you like do?
Oh, I mean, just some
Ooh.
psychic abilities. I haven't actually met my parents in person yet, but we've communicated, and they taught me how to use some of my powers, and I thought, well, maybe I can use them for good. I want to help people.
That's cool.
Who do you live with if you don't know your parents?
Oh, I live with my foster parents. They're really nice. They set me up with this great room. I just love hanging out in it. I don't know why. I just feel like really at peace.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, I have foster parents too, kind of. They're
Oh yeah?
They're cool.
What are they like?
It's Janet and Sandra. Yes, I remember their names. They're my moms. They own a bake.
I'm adopted.
Oh yeah? What are your parents?
My dads are pretty cool. They're kind of boring. One of them is good at fishing, and one of them is good at being a businessman.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds fun.
So one of them
That's definitely
teaches me
how
about
parents
fishing,
work.
and one of them teaches me about business. And they both teach me about other stuff, I guess.
Alright, so, how...
And they're also both super genius engineers who used to work for the government and are now outlaws.
That seems like an important
Yeah.
detail,
Is that how
Annie.
they met?
Well,
Outlaws?
kinda, cause like technically I'm like a stolen piece of industrial machinery, or like top secret military hardware or
What?
something,
Is that why you're so sturdy? And I kind of like cautiously like rap on.
I don't know if I'd say
Kong.
sturdy, but I guess thanks. If there's a reason for anything, I guess that's a reason why I'm sturdy.
A romance for the ages.
I just think it's really cool.
Can you make force fields?
No, but I can make shapes like with my
Make
mind.
a good shape.
Like constructs. So, okay, I like think really, really hard, and then I make
Ooh,
a cute little.
that's more. That's
It's a
more
chihuahua.
detailed than the shapes I can make.
Well, speaking of power sets, so how do we get... Are we taking the train just to
Yeah, let's take this. Yeah,
to Sentinel's Tower, or like where are
yeah,
we going?
there's definitely like a stop on like the in like the Halcyon City Metro that is just like Sentinel Street where the Sentinel's Tower is. So yeah, you take like the H. So I think while you're on the way, like Astergirl has like unrolled the blueprints, like, and it's just like sitting down,
not
like
suspicious to do a thing to do on the subway.
It's the subway. No one's gonna give a shit. Yeah, it's like so this is fucking crazy. Like, what are we even? How are we even supposed to do this?
Yeah, I feel like usually this kind of thing takes more planning.
Also, there's supposed to be another distraction. When does the other distraction happen?
I'm guessing if it's big enough to draw the Sentinel's attention, we'll probably notice too. Like what?
Do you think the Sentinels have us on some kind of watch list? Could we just walk inside?
Yes, I think we're on some kind of watch list.
Oh,
Yeah,
100%.
that makes sense.
I mean, Kid Aries doesn't talk to me.
Oh.
Okay, so they said there's like security drones that go outside of the building, and then there's like security on the main floor next to the elevators, and there might be a few heroes inside, and we need to get to the boardroom / trophy room, which is on the 57th floor. And there's 102 floors.
Well, I can just float up there, which is not helpful. Actually, I could just float. Is there a control room? In the blueprints, is there like a drone like security office?
There's a server room.
They can probably detect if something is flying around the outside too.
I'd imagine that's what the security drones flying outside are for.
Can they detect a gaseous being though?
Yeah, I could totally use my telekinesis to move them out of the way.
We probably can't just walk inside, but that's definitely my first impulse.
Also, it's gonna be hard to sneak you in.
Yeah, we can't. I can't really wear a disguise.
We could do a distraction. We could. So, well, also.
You could put a big tablecloth on me
Yeah.
You could put a big tablecloth on me and pretend you're like catering an event. I'm not sure that'd work.
Annie, what are your powers exactly? So you can do force fields?
I can make force fields. Also, like, I'm made out of some super advanced polycarbonate ceramic something or other. So, like, if you shoot me, it doesn't work very good.
Okay, but you can't, like, change your body.
I mean, I think my arms detach.
We could try to pass you off as something else. You're very distinctive.
Yeah, pretty distinctive. It's sort of a blessing and a curse, because people always remember my face.
We just cut to a close-up of like the simple emoji face you have on your
just
screen.
A smiley face on the screen.
So we could, I guess, take out the safety drones.
Okay,
yeah,
so
maybe I could hack them somehow.
That's what I was thinking, because you and I both have some technical prowess.
So
can you use your telekinesis to pull one down here, and then I'll plug into it?
Yeah, definitely. I'll bring it right
facing
to you.
away from us so it's not looking at us.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, I'll try. Which way's forward?
I don't know. Hard to tell.
To refresh my memory. Sorry, I was just mostly proud that I remembered the heart-shaped sunglasses from when we were in, like, Sentinel's Tower forever ago.
Uh-huh.
But is there, in the elevator, is there, like, a key card system? Or how does the elevator work?
So, very good question. I didn't get into it because it wasn't important at the time, but so it works like there is a key card situation. Certain floors require key cards, others don't, because Sentinel's Tower is a landmark basically.
Yeah.
So like they do have tourist
It's like
groups.
the Empire State Building.
Exactly. So some floors are open access, others aren't. That boardroom / trophy room, that is restricted. So you do need a key card to get into that.
Do we have a guest card, or did like did Captain Aries take us up there? Or...
Exactly.
Sorry, I generally don't care for logistics, but this actually seems like useful information.
Yeah. So you had someone to take you up.
Okay. Yeah.
But like getting down, if you're coming from a restricted floor down,
so we just need to get up.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, if you're already on that floor, you can just push the lobby button and you'll go down since it's not restricted, which is how it works. So you had someone to take you up, but just you went down by yourselves.
Yeah.
Okay. That's reasonable.
Okay. So yeah, you need to get to the 57th floor. There are 120 floors. The server room is on the 25th floor. And yeah, so the train stops. This is Sentinel Street. Please mind the closing doors.
The Sentinel Street.
So at the end of the block is Sentinel Tower. You look up. It's cool. It's beautiful. It looks like a giant like glass spike rising out of the thing with like kind of a dinner plate shape rested on top of it, where like the helipad is. If you squint your eyes, you can see security drones sort of buzzing around outside of it.
How many?
They're moving around, so it's a bit hard to tell. So why don't you give me a assist situation roll to scope out the tower from the outside?
Okay. 11.
All right, that is very good. Do you have like a like something like in your thing that can like scan things?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, it seems like basic like Terminator vision kind of thing.
Yeah, I can sort of get the gist of technology.
All right, so you scan you scan for those drones that are hovering outside, and you are able to tell they look like little balls that have like little like two little
So they're
machine
baby
gun.
Sputniks.
Yeah, but like imagine like a baby Sputnik that had like two little like machine gun arms.
So they're baby Annies.
Yes, they're baby. You found your children.
I love them.
They're very cute.
They are very cute sounding.
Yeah. Yeah, so they have you notice that they do have they are equipped with guns. They're also equipped with cameras.
Just like me.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder
So-
if they work.
Yeah. They do. And the guns, you can tell, are fully operational, as are those cameras. So you assume that there is someone watching those things, whatever it is that they're watching. And also you notice that if they see anything suspicious, they will set off an alarm.
Okay.
And there's about 12 of them.
If only we could shut one down from a distance.
Okay, wait. I want to roll assess the situation because I specifically want to figure out a couple of things.
Oh, I
that
get
are,
another
like,
question, I think.
Yeah, you get one more.
What question do you want to ask, Bobby?
So I guess for you, I think because you want to know how to like get one down to you or something like that.
Maybe what's the greatest benefit to us? What's the most useful thing to us?
How can you best end this quickly?
So how can you best end this quickly, or what here can I use to get the drone down to you? Is that a fair use of that question?
Yes, I would say so.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll ask that.
Okay. You scan them and you notice that each one is programmed with its own sort of route. And they repeat that over and over.
Rusted root.
Yeah. So you, by scanning these things, you instantly know what each of the 12 drones' route is, and so you notice that there's one that's on the lower floor that when it passes the east corner of Sentinel Tower, it's in a blind spot from all 12 other drones, so that if you did anything to it while it was right in that spot, none of the other drones would see it.
I think the problem is we need to make the camera not work, because if we just pull it down out of the sky, it'll see what's going on.
Yeah. Or we could try to sneak past them. We could do this like an Ass Creed like stealth mission.
Yeah, that's true. Is there a blind spot in their patrol?
That's what I'm saying. So like,
is there any time we could go though?
Or like one at a time or something.
Okay. And you got an 11 on that, so you have scanned them and you know the patrol of each of them, and it repeats, so you basically have instantly memorized it. So you could, if you wanted to, make an attempt with that with all their routes in your head to sneak up past them. It is possible but difficult.
Okay, so I'm going to go into gas form because I think I can pull this off. Because I'm a gas, right? So I don't give out heat or anything. I highly doubt they have, like, the camera can pick me up, right? That's a fair assumption?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to go into gas form and just fly close to the one that is in the blind spot from the other ones. And I'm going to use the thing that I picked up that did not think would be, like, my main relevant thing, but is my alien tech thing. 7. Oh, right. The device works, but has a completely unintended side effect.
Do you decide what it is, or does Hayden?
Hayden does.
Ooh. Well,
this happens every time I use this fucking thing.
I know, and I love it. Let's see. I'm gonna take it easy on you by just having a bit of fun with you. So, so you do that. Describe what it looks like as you fly up and do this thing.
So I'm as a gas. I figure I like encircle it, or like, does it have a control panel? I'm assuming it has like, there's like a thing.
You know.
So basically I'm just trying to like go inside of it. So like as a gas, like go inside of it to see how its innards work and then try to interface with it that way.
Okay. And you do that. You instantly
Am I gonna be stuck inside this little drone? Is that what you're gonna do to me?
That's better than what I had even had in mind. Do I want to do that to you?
Sure, you want to get me stuck inside a little drone?
You're gonna be stuck inside. Okay, so you do that. You interface with this thing, and suddenly you have full access to this drone, and you even have a remote connection to the cameras of all of the other drones. You can see what they're seeing right now. You don't have any control over them.
Okay.
But you can see what they're seeing.
Great.
You do see one that's close to the 58th floor. You think for a second you see a shape clinging to the outside window, but
wait, sorry, with the drone near the 58th?
Yes.
So shape, okay.
Yes. you think you see a black shape clinging to the outside window, but it passes by very quickly. You're not even sure if there was anything there. And yes, you have full access to this drone, but suddenly you realize you can't seem to remember what it was like to have a form that wasn't made out of lightweight plastic and gun arms.
Relatable.
Can I control the one that I'm stuck in,
You
though?
have full control over the drone that you are in,
Oh.
but for the moment you just can't seem to remember what it was like to be a gas anymore.
Cool. Alright, so I'm going to, just please let me fucking do this. I'm just gonna, like, go in my little drone body back to...
Astro Girl freaks out for a second. Is, what? And like raises a hand to like try and crush you with gravity.
And I talk as a little
you can
drone.
you
Okay.
talk as a little drone.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, Ray.
I seem to have gotten stuck.
Whoa. You're adorable.
I like reach out to the drone, trying to like pull it.
Do you?
Hi, this is cool, I guess. But I can see I can only control this one, but I can see what all the other drones are up to.
Oh, what are they doing? Maybe we could pull all of them.
So I can't control them.
Just a couple of them.
I can control it.
Horrible. I know, but I could.
Oh,
I
you
can
can't
move
move
them.
them.
But they'll
You can also
notice.
do.
We can just
image-
walk in now because you created a blind spot.
Or I can see where blind spots are. Or you can, because you can do images, right? So I can help you, like, create a way that makes it look like nothing's happening. Like, could you, like, make the drones, like, Molly, make the...
Well, they're robots, so probably not, right? I just do, like, living things, because I have psychic powers. But maybe we
Rachel,
could hack
didn't you
them.
say you created like an image of a dog like when we started the episode? Yeah.
Oh, the psychic construct.
Does
yeah.
it look realistic?
Oh,
like
great.
it has colors and stuff?
Yeah, I could make...
You could
a
make an
fake
image in
drone.
front of one of the drone's cameras.
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Okay, yeah. I'll do
Okay.
Alright, is that stretching your...
that. Yeah.
I
Is that
think
a roll, Hayden?
I think so. Like to create one realistic enough that and to
Yeah.
maintain the position as it moves, so that it
Yeah, that does
looks
sound pretty difficult.
yeah. So Rachel, your first roll in masks. Here we go. I need you to roll the
Yeah.
move Unleash Your Powers.
On an 8.
You find the drone that is patrolling this emergency exit on the west side that you know about because of these blueprints. And what does it look like when you use your powers, Roaring Girl? Does it just like appear, or do you like your eyes glow or something? Is there like some like weird like misty fog or something? Or?
Yeah, I imagined like my eyes glow a little bit, and then there's like this sort of beam shooting up from my hand, and there's like a little plaque, a floating plaque in front of the drone to look as if there's
Nice.
something unusual that in front of the building. Is happening.
Nice.
There aren't any people.
So you do that, and mwah, chef's kiss. It goes off perfectly, creating just enough of a window of opportunity for you to sneak in through the emergency exit. As you're in and celebrating just a little bit, Molly, you get this weird feeling, like like when you can't remember something, but it's like right there, like on the tip of your tongue, but you just cannot quite remember what it was. And then suddenly you remember something. You remember this mask. Sort of looks like Spider-Man style mask, like goes over it's like spandex goes over the whole face, right? Mm-hmm. But it's solid white. No eye holes or anything, and in the center of the face is a black circle, solid black. like
over the
more
mouth?
like in like the area like from like your like forehead to your
Like
nose.
katana.
Like a really boring Rorschach.
Okay.
Sure, or a boring Rorschach. Yeah.
The
That's
most
the name of
straight-laced
the Wonder Woman
Rorschach.
villain, right?
What?
Katana.
Katana? I don't think she's a Wonder. I don't know.
You know what I mean? The DC.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, but yeah, and you can't. It doesn't. It doesn't feel like you imagined it. It feels like something you remember, but you can't quite know why you remember it.
Are there any like emotions associated with it?
You tell me. Is there?
Struggling to remember how I know this image, and then like I kind of blinked back to reality. I'm like, oh. And I just feel really anxious and nervous, and I look around to see if anybody noticed me being weird. Because this isn't the first time I've had this sensation, but they seem to be happening more often. Especially since I started the academy.
So, the four of you have gained entrance to the tower. So you are in a stairwell right now, and there are stairs going up and there are stairs going down. You have seen stairwells before.
I'd
So I guess
say
we go up the
up
stairs.
is probably the way to go if we want to
So-
go up.
So there are you pass by there are some doors you can just walk in if you wanted to. Others do have key cards. So how do you want to approach this?
I mean, I have little gun arms now. So maybe we shouldn't blast open a door.
Yeah, I think we shouldn't blast open anything until we really need to.
We could try hacking it, though. Not that I think my hacking days are done for now.
It was really adorable when you were a tiny robot.
Ray's still a tiny robot.
You're still a tiny robot. It's adorable.
He looks kind of like BB-8, but like if you just put gun arms on BB-8.
Do you want to not be in there anymore? Like, do you need help getting out?
Yes?
Oh, well, when I meditate, I like to imagine, like, myself in, like, another body. Do you think that'd be helpful for you? And then, I accidentally activate my, memory manipulation ability.
Interesting.
But I'm, like, concentrating so much on helping Ray that I'm just helping Ray have memories of being, like, gaseous and, like, floating in space and like, floating.
Awesome. Okay.
To help them, like, remember what it was like to
Okay.
be themselves.
Rachel, I love this so much.
Yeah.
Why don't you roll for me a comfort or support?
3.
Oh.
So, unfortunately, it's not quite enough. You see, like, some, like, bits of, like, smoky gas, like, start to sort of leak out of the control panel of the robot, but it just floats away, and Ray is still inside.
But also, mark potential because you failed a roll. Also, just a note, because that's how leveling up does.
I wonder if I could... If we could somehow interface with each other, if I could kick you out of the computer.
I really appreciate all of your help right now, but I'm fine. I think we should maybe focus on getting the items.
Yeah, you're right.
Please-
Probably not the most pressing thing.
Please don't break my friend.
Ray, kind of like, floats over to Astro Girl.
She kind of like reaches out to like sort of like touch like the front part where the camera is, and then it's like then like just kind of puts her hand out. It's like they're there. We'll get you out.
All right, Ray starts floating. I guess, yeah, because it still floats. I mean, it's a drone, so at least that part's the same.
We all float out here. It's fine.
Up the stairs.
Okay, so what floor are you going to?
Let's go to this. Let's try to get into the
can?
server room, if we can.
I think we should.
Because then we can maybe take down the keycard
Steal the
system.
drones.
Because I'm assuming it's the server thing, right? It's the whole thing. So we could take down the keycard system, or possibly get us or we could try to steal someone's card. I don't think any of us are particularly good at stealing things.
Yeah, I think.
But
Yeah, the server room might be the best way if we want to disable security. If we don't, because so far we've just kind of walked in. I think we might be able to just walk in and get the stuff and walk out.
yeah, so let's try to go to the server room.
Okay.
All right, so y'all make it to the server, to the 25th floor, and that door is locked. There's like a little pad for a key card.
Can I try to hack it? Or, Annie, do you want to try hacking it?
I'll try it. I've been taking a computer science class.
All right, Annie, roll to do the thing.
Is that like plus mundane?
Or
I
is that
guess?
Unleash Your Powers?
I mean,
Yes.
computer stuff isn't really one of my powers, but... So that's plus superior?
Or are you
Or
directly
freak?
engaging a threat?
Directly engage a threat on this thing.
Would
Wait,
that
really?
be danger?
Yes.
That's danger, yeah.
8.
Yeah, you get to pick one. Which, Hayden, how does this work in this contest? Resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. Please frighten the key card
opposition.
system.
Yeah, I'm interfacing with this computer system, and I want to, create an opportunity to walk through the door.
Okay, I will say that this is a success for you. You managed to interface with this pad and are able to unlock it.
I'll take it.
And yeah, you find the server room, which has a lot of servers and
Wait,
technical
is that the
billy
entire
boobs.
floor? Oh, please explain servers to me, Hayden.
I am not going to.
It looks like a
Because-
whole lot of shelves with LEDs on them.
Yeah.
Exactly. That is what it looks like.
What were you going to say, Hayden?
That's exactly what I was
Yeah.
going to say. I was also just going to say we probably know what server rooms look like. We've
Yeah.
seen movies.
So did we just like walk right, like we like entered in from the stairs? So the server's the entire floor, or?
Sure.
Yeah, that's what, okay. Dun dun dun. And they just look like a bunch of servers. So we could just take down their entire, system. That seems like a useful thing to do in general.
If
I
you
feel
want
like that
to.
that's a little bit of mission creep, I think. Although we could, do something to their computers so it's confusing about why we're here in the first place.
Well, so that's what I'm saying. I don't think any of us can figure out exactly which things do which servers do have which specific things on them. So I think if we just take down all the servers.
Yeah, but for 10 minutes.
Yes. Oh, yes. I'm not saying let's permanently.
We can't just burn the whole building down, but that seems like overkill.
Yeah, I'm not suggesting that. I just think we should take down the servers.
Yeah.
Or I do have these gun arms. I could.
I walk around. I'm looking for an electrical outlet.
You find one, it's a server room.
Can I
Just unplug
unplug
them
all the
all.
stuff? Can I just unplug all the servers?
Yes.
I assume that those big racks of servers are all just plugged into one outlet and they just have a lot of extension cords.
Yeah, that is exactly what it is. Yeah, it's like those little like
The Sentinel's IT team really does a crack job.
That's exactly what it is. It's like your grandmother's like extension cords
just
inside
one
of
of those,
extension
like,
cords during
power-
Christmas.
It's just one of those power bars that has like an
Yes.
on-off switch, and I just like use my foot to turn it to off. Okay, let's go.
The room goes dark.
Cool.
You go to unlock the door, you go to open the door. You find it does not open.
That makes sense. Can we turn it back on?
Or I do have these gun arms.
Do you want to shoot the door down?
Yes, I do want to shoot the door down.
you shoot the door down.
All right, let's run up the stairs as fast as we can. What floor are we going to? Like the 75th floor?
The 50.
7.
Oh, okay.
7th.
That's a lot of stairs.
We're on the 25th right now.
Okay,
Also, Ray can float.
I think we can make it.
Yeah, can I telekinesis
and
I
to
can
myself?
float.
Is it,
too.
is it like a stairwell with a
You should float
space in the
stairs
middle?
together.
Can I use force fields to lift myself up?
Yeah, we've established that does the thing you can do.
I mean, I could also lift you up, Annie. I would love to lift you up.
Raise me up. That's the music that's playing as we go up the stairs.
Astro Girl like grabs one of your turrets as you both float up. Oh my god. Yeah. So you get to the 57th floor, and the door has a key card thing, and we tried the door. It does not open.
Can I shoot it open? Unless anyone has any better ideas.
Can I just, like, use all of my weight to just lean against the door?
Police, open up! Ka-chung!
I mean, that works too.
Sure. Through a combination of leaning and shooting, you open this door.
Ray's never had gun arms before. It's very exciting.
It's an exciting time for Ray.
For Annie, it's old hat, but her gun arms have never worked.
Oh my god.
Wait, okay, so has Annie's gun arms, like, have they never worked, or were they working and then, like,
I
Annie
think-
got, like, decommissioned and
I
then they
think
don't work anymore?
They worked, and my parents were very concerned because at the time I had, like, the mind of a 2-year-old. So
but
they just...
trusting a teenage girl with gun arms, that was totally, like...
Yeah. Maybe at some point I'll reactivate them when I feel ready and when my parents give me permission.
Anyway. I'm glad we cleared that up.
And so you are in the trophy room / board room.
It's okay, or is this there?
Okay, what are we looking for?
We're
Sunglasses
getting the
and a...
Lolita glasses
picture
and
frame?
the robot chandelier.
Oh, the actual one, not a picture of it. Okay.
I mean, we can
Were
take
you-
the picture too.
Were you paying attention at all in the meeting?
No.
Don't you don't you have the capacity to like record stuff?
Yeah. I was recording a TV show.
What were you recording?
I had
It was
my...
so important.
Cowls.
I
Sorry,
yeah,
Hayden and
I
I
was-
invented the fucking teen show for this universe.
Yeah,
yeah,
Cowls.
It has not come into play yet, but
I
it
set it up
exists.
as like a DVR so I could record TV shows.
Well, okay. You're inside.
Okay,
Okay,
that
so-
chandelier is probably pretty easy to find, right?
It is very easy to
It's
find.
right there.
Okay, so refresher because it has been a while. It is a big retrofuturistic iron giant looking robot head that has been converted into a chandelier that hangs over the table. The across from the table, there is an entire wall that is a trophy case.
Including a croquet mallet, which Ray's definitely going to steal. Well, actually, can Ray steal with their gum and arms?
You can
Try.
You can lay it across your two arms.
Anyway, sorry, please explain.
There are many things inside, like a croquet mallet, a very a death ray looking thing, some heart-shaped sunglasses, a robot arm, a
I've
very
always
burned
wanted
cape,
to have a working arm.
and many great things inside.
Yes.
Sorry.
Alright. Ray points to Asher Girl. Those seem to be the glasses. I don't know if I can do anything in this body with... Ray, kind of, flies and, tries to pick it up on one of their gun arms. They're very cute.
Astro Girl takes the glasses off, the little thing that they're on, and puts them on your robot face. There you go. You look very deadly, but very cute.
Thank you. So it's just they don't do anything.
From what you can see,
They're just cute. Okay.
You can't see that they do anything.
Okay. So now we just need the robot head.
Mm-hmm.
Astro Girl, make that thing lighter.
Okay. Yeah, I can probably do that. The head is about the size of two Volkswagen Beetles stacked on top of
Great.
each other. It is very big.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'm gonna use a force field to go underneath it to lift it up.
okay. I'd say yeah. So the two of you working together can her lifting it and you sort of using your force fields to push it in the anti-gravity.
Or hear me out. Doesn't Roaring Girl have telekinesis?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can.
Why can't I move it?
Okay.
All right, let's do it. We got what we came here for.
Is it that?
Wait, did we see the glasses? I
Yeah.
want to help you with
Yes,
your,
we
Yeah, I got them, and Ray uses their little gun arms to point to their face.
It's wearing sunglasses.
Is there any other good stuff in here we might want?
yeah, I was actually gonna ask. You can peruse around the trophy cases if you want, steal something if you want.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah.
After I'm just saying that croquet mallet looks pretty cool.
Okay, she
Wait, really?
she takes the croquet mallet. Yeah, if you want it, yeah, we can take it. Yes.
I didn't think Asher Girl was into stealing.
What's the smallest thing here?
The smallest thing.
There's a Rubik's Cube, as I recall.
There-
I actually might be wrong about that. Sorry, I'm literally going off of the memory when we were first here. I'm pretty sure there's a Rubik's Cube. Also a copy of Ready Player One. Thank you, Stan.
Yes, there's a copy of Ready Player One in there.
I'm not taking that.
There's also there's a little wind up mechanical bird that is sitting in a perch in a little cage.
Oh, it's so cute. I want
Okay, you take that. Roaring Girl, you've got to take it off the pedestal, and yeah, it comes off just fine. And you now have this, and you see that in the case right next to it, you see a mask, a white mask with a black circle on the face.
Oh, that's. Was that always there? Was this?
I
mask
don't
always
really
here?
remember. I was paying way more attention to the other thing. I don't remember. Annie, do you remember?
No, there's a new episode of Hoarders.
Oh, it's so cute when you get forgetful. Oh.
I mean, you want to take it? I think you can take it.
I don't know. I don't know if it would look good on me.
You could try it, or we could just leave it.
Don't feel peer pressured to steal.
Well, I'm taking the cube.
That is a nice bird. I'm gonna take whatever the smallest, least valuable thing is that's not a copy of Ready Player One.
The Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, I'll take a Rubik's Cube.
And then I reach out and kind of like poke the mask.
It does nothing.
Does anything happen? Okay. I look around like furtively to see if anyone notices me freaking about this mask. Is anyone seeing me having like a little panic attack?
Watching you. Do you want that mask?
Alright. I don't know if I want it.
I mean, you can always come back to get it. I mean, it wasn't that hard to get it.
Maybe I'll just take it and then we can put it back next time.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna take that too. I'm gonna put it in my pocket. Doesn't seem like it's very breathable, so I'm not gonna put it on.
Alright. So, as y'all are, Roaring Girl, as you're maneuvering this thing, this chandelier robot head, off of its, like, fixture on the ceiling. Yeah.
The hook.
You finally managed to wiggle it and maneuver it off so that it's now just free floating in the air in your psychic grip. So y'all came through the like emergency exit.
Mm-hmm.
The main conference room doors. You see the handle turn.
I'm gonna put up a force field to keep the door closed.
And you notice that the door opens the other way, Annie.
Oh no!
I'm gonna wedge the robot head between the door.
No, we need that.
I'm still holding on to it. It's just in between whoever that is and us. So
I'm gonna run into the window to see if it's breakable.
It is made of glass.
Okay, so it's not like super unbreakable glass.
Okay. Roaring Girl. Let's do you first. I want to make you roll something to do this. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have you roll defend.
You got a 10, so...
Yes.
Annie, you said you were going to the window to see if it was breakable. It is made of glass. It is sturdy glass, though, because this is a skyscraper, so it would take some doing, but you could probably break it.
But I do weigh 1 metric ton.
Okay, so you want to just run into this and try and break it?
We are a crack team.
Before doing that, I say, let's go out the window.
Okay, and you just try and Kool-Aid Man your way out of this window.
I cannot fly or anything, so somebody better be ready.
All right, Annie, I want you to roll an attack.
Like
on the window,
head on or
on
whatever.
The wall, on the wall.
Yeah,
And
etc.,
walls,
etc. Is that danger?
Yes.
9?
On a 9. Yeah. Okay. So you do that, but you get to pick one.
Yes.
I will do something fun for you. Fun for you.
Oh, that's mighty fun.
If you got the potatoes to pick up what I'm offering you. So you can you can pick from any one of those on the list, right?
Uh-huh.
Or you can do this no problem. You will smash into it and you will break the glass and you won't fall out. But you'll get I will open the little surprise mystery box that I'm holding right here, and you'll have to deal with the consequences of that mystery box.
Is it a good mystery or a bad mystery?
The only way to find out is to open it.
I'll take it.
Okay, so you do that. Boom! You Kool-Aid man your way. Sorry, Kool-Aid woman your way. Through this window.
I'm a
busting
strong,
it open.
independent woman, and I don't need no Kool-Aid man.
So now we hear the wind rushing by outside because you were very high up, but you managed to hear from the other side of the robot head, what the hell is going on out there? And then you hear from the other door, from the door that y'all just came through, the exact same voice. It says, I don't know, I'll check on it. Give me a goddamn second. There's a lot of stairs. And then the door opens.
Is it Barrage?
And it is Barrage. This Barrage has a 2 marked on their jumpsuit. What the hell are all of you doing up here?
Nothing.
Hi!
I jump out the window.
I'm just trying to maneuver the head.
Okay, I guess we're going into bullet time right now.
Annie! What are you going to do?
So Annie is currently just frozen midair.
What is the turtle velocity of a giant robot? I'm sorry, I'll stop laughing.
Okay. So Barrage 2 is running at Roaring Girl because she is currently the one maneuvering the robot head. Astro Girl and Ray, you two are by the trophy case because you were taking things out. Annie is currently frozen in midair. Let's do
Ray,
some stuff.
okay.
Okay, so who wants to take first action right now?
I already have a thing I want to do. Ray points their gun arms at Barrage and says, I wouldn't move any closer if I were you.
Okay. Let's do some funs. Because I've spent some time... We're in Arc 2 now. We get to have fun when we battle NPCs now. Because I write very specific fun mechanics for their powers. Because I've been planning this for a while. So let's see what they do in response by rolling some dice. Let's roll a... Let's roll a d6. In response, the barrage coming at you suddenly splits into 2 barrages. So there's now a barrage with a 2 on their chest and a barrage with 3 on their chest. Barrage 2 keeps coming for you. Barrage 2 keeps going after Roaring Girl, and Barrage 3 is running for you now, Ray, in your little robot body.
I feel weird because I don't like guns, but can I just shoot Barrage?
Okay.
I don't know, because, wait, so Barrage's power set, it's established that, killing, it's a multiple, right?
She can multiply herself.
Yes. So it's not, really murdering Barrage.
You've seen her split into a bunch of different barrages. You've never actually seen what happens when one of those barrages gets hurt.
Okay, Ray shoots Barrage with their gun arms.
Directly engage the threat.
Just shooting people with guns feels weird.
I know, and...
In this teen superhero show.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
You shoot that barrage good.
I got a 7 and 9. I resist or avoid their blows.
Okay, so that barrage gets shot and is bleeding and just kind of looks at you for a few seconds. It is ow, and then just poofs into a cloud of smoke.
Okay. I feel less bad now.
Yeah, if there's no corpse, it's okay.
Let's whirl around to Barrage 2 and Roaring Girl. Roaring Girl, this barrage is coming at you. You are currently focused your psychic power on levitating this robot head. Well, not levitating this robot head. Have it jammed up against the door where you know there's another barrage on the other side.
Okay. I'm gonna directly engage the threat by attempting to, throw the robot head in her path. 7. Okay. Well, I will frighten the opposition.
Ooh, okay. So, you, alright. So, it is super cool. You just see this one coming at you, and chuck this fucking robot head right at this barrage, and she is squished real good, and poofs into a cloud of smoke, and the another barrage walks through. The one that was trying to get through in the first place walks through and sees you do this, and is just like, what the fuck? And she's momentarily stunned and to see this.
Let's go! And then, well, I guess
Jump out the window.
Let's cut to Annie. You are falling, Annie.
I'm looking back to see if somebody's coming, if they're coming after me, because I kind of assumed they would.
Are you doing anything to stop your descent?
I was hoping that somebody else would, because half the people here have the ability to make me fly, but if not, then I can do something. But we're in a high building. I have some time. I have a couple of options, though, if I need to. So we can cut back to people who are doing something.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do something very dramatic and hope this goes. Roaring Girl, you still have the head, under your telekinetic control, right?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, so
I'm not telling you what to do. That guy, I like what you're doing.
no, I'm gonna try something, and then if this doesn't work, we have a plan B. Alright, I'm going to roll to unleash my powers, and I'm really hoping... you can use a team point to re-roll stuff, right? Is that how that works?
You can add a +1 to
okay, can I take a team point? Because I really want to try to do this, really extra dramatic thing.
Yeah, so, ask your team. Let me...
team, can I take a team point?
Yeah, you can.
Alright.
Alright, you now have 3 team points left.
Alright, 2d6. I'm going to take guilty. Because I feel bad that I shot someone with my little gun arms. So I'm going to... Alright, this is the thing. This is how I envision it. So Ray, is kind of... So Ray's by Astro Girl, right? So Ray, gets Astro Girl to grab one of their little gun arms, and then goes over to, Roaring Girl and gets one of their arms with their little gun arms. And then we're all gonna go out the window. And I'm unleashing my powers, right? So I really want to... I finally, break out of the little robot body, finally, as a gas. And everyone gets, a little bit floaty. I basically transfer my powers to everybody else, kind of like what I do to inanimate objects all the time. Let me know if this is too broken. I will not do it. We are now falling out the window floating.
It's beautiful. Damn. just imagining you just like
With the robot head, though, right? We got the robot head, and the sunglasses I still have. They're now on me.
on your actual. So
Yes.
you explode out of this and like fully formed, and you have the glasses, and you're just holding on to your
Yes.
two friends while. Roaring Girl still maintains a psychic grip on the robot head. So I imagine like you're holding on to both of them.
Yes.
And then like below you is like just sort of dangling this giant ass robot head. And even below that is now Annie still falling. I love it. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what's happening. So this beautiful scene is just you. The three of you plus the robot head are slowly floating down, and now back to Annie. Annie, you were on the 57th floor when you fell. You are now somewhere around I would say the 12th floor.
Okay.
Because of how falling works.
Yes.
And you were about to hit the pavement.
It is a linear downward motion. And,
Yes.
I'm going to use my ability, A Mind of Their Own, to have my powers mutate and out of the bottom of my feet, two jets of fire shoot, and I start slowing down and then flying around. Because now I have rocket feet.
Love it. Love it. Okay, so that ability...
Amazing.
That ability also requires me to mark a thing, I think.
Yes. So, mark that thing.
I'm gonna mark insecure.
Because you have robot feet? Sorry, because you have rocket feet now?
Because I jumped out a window and nobody caught me.
Oh my god!
That's so sad.
But now I'm just happy I have rocket feet.
Okay, so the
I'm
Now
flying
all of you
around
are-
you guys as you slowly fall.
now all of you are flying outside of the Sentinel Tower. So, if you look off in the distance, you can see just like farther downtown, there's a giant pillar of light, and you can't quite tell who, but it looks like a bunch of superheroes are flying around it doing something.
Let's fly the
Looks
opposite
very
direction
distracting.
from
Let's
there.
get this stuff back to the Inquisitor because we have a giant robo head. Also, we probably shouldn't take it on the subway.
Yeah, I don't think it'll fit through the doors.
So
Maybe we can get an Uber XL.
An Uber pool.
my Magic Mike Uber XL. Uber XXL.
One of those Uber buses.
I think those are just buses.
Yeah,
Uber
they
tractor
are just
trailer.
buses.
Alright, so y'all are... So, Annie, you, like, can very well fly, I think, like, because you have rock feet.
Yeah.
However, the rest of y'all are just sort of floating, slowly, like, falling.
Since you're light enough to slowly fall, can I pull you along through the air?
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, like, Ray can fly, like,
Huh.
basically. So I'm assuming everyone just gets a little bit, like...
Alright.
But I'm assuming that Roaring Girl is going to want to get held by Annie.
Definitely.
Okay. So,
Oh yeah, I cradle you in my gun arms. Now
alright.
two of the party has gun arms.
No, Ray doesn't have them anymore.
you shed your gun arms.
In a very dramatic moment.
Okay, so Astro Girl in Ray's arms fly through, and with Roaring Girl in Annie's, you're slowly flying through the city, trailing this giant robot head, and suddenly.
It's like E.T.
About somewhere around Midtown, Halcyon City, you run into a bit of a speed bump. You hear a metallic clong, and Annie, you look back to see, and when you do, or I assume you would, if you heard this, because it is right behind you.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you to take a powerful blow.
Oh no. 4. So I get 1 potential.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do, and you don't take any damage. So what happens is, you turn back, and this little disc plops itself onto your screen and gives you an electric shock. But you are, being a robot, very well insulated. And it really doesn't do much to you. But you do see
Canaries.
what made that the little disc was like a magnet with kind of like prongs on it. But like you look back and you see what made that metallic clong sound. You see a figure dressed in a cape that has like sort of scalloping on like the is that what it's called?
Like the half circle design.
What
Scalloping?
What is it called when it's pointy?
I don't know. But the
Like,
pointy though?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the
Like Batman's cape.
sure.
Okay.
Or like bird feathers.
Sure.
Like
yeah.
feathering.
Yes. Feathering is wearing a long black cape with that kind of hem to it. They are wearing a utility belt and a black Kevlar molded kind of armor. You've seen superhero armor that is black, but the chest of it is white. And they're wearing a mask in the shape of a black bird head.
I know this NPC.
And when they speak, their voice is slightly distorted by some sort of voice changing apparatus.
It's Birdman or the unexpected virtue of ignorance.
And they
Which is sort of a wordy superhero name.
and they say, "Huh, I really thought that would work. I don't suppose I could just ask you nicely to give me the robot head.
Why do you want it?
It looks pretty. Think it would look good hanging over my
What are you, a magpie?
Hey, you catch on fast. I don't know, I think it would look good hanging over my dining room table."
Well, we think it would look better in other places.
Good one. I'm gonna try and speed up.
Alright.
Take evasive maneuver.
Alright.
And I'm gonna put a force field right in front of him so he runs into it.
Okay. Let's see.
Is that defend?
Directly engage.
Oh, 12. I've been rolling really good this session. I'm gonna surprise the opposition. I picked 2.
Yeah.
Surprise. And what was the first one you said?
Resist or avoid their blows.
Resist or avoid their blows.
Alright. So they chuck another one of those shock discs at you, but you speed up and it goes flying over your head. And they slam right into that force field and go flying off. and are plummeting towards the ground.
Oh, it's like a bird when a bird flies into a window.
Alright. They, as they're falling, they grab their cape and spread it out, and it forms parachute, paraglide, or whatever. And then they sail to a nearby rooftop and start chasing after you. And, okay, alright, Annie?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to roll 2d6 plus your conditions.
1.
And I'm going to do the same.
11.
And you will probably win. Okay, you do. They land on a nearby rooftop and start scurrying after you. And once they get up under you, they take out a grappling gun and fire it up at you, but miss. It goes just a bit to the left.
I
and
fly in spirals.
How's that feel? How's that feel for Roaring Girl? Because you're being carried.
I'm like jostled around. Not enjoying that.
Okay.
But it's okay. I'm getting Annie's strong arms.
My nuclear arms.
Alright. Alright. I'll throw it to you. I'll throw it to y'all then. What do y'all want to do? You have this schmuck like riding around under you, but you're all flying right now.
Can we find a place
Are we
to
just
hide?
like, so we can either try to like chase them to the, how far are we from the Inquisitor's place? The bunker?
I would say you've been going a while. I would say you're probably like, say 10 blocks.
Okay.
Oh, why don't we just go there and then they can
Yeah, alright.
whoever's posting sentry at the hideout.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. We can do that.
Sounds like that was wrong.
No, I'm just having to think on the fly here.
Hayden gets to invent a chase scene, which they definitely planned
I
for.
defo had the mechanics to deal with this. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. It's 10 blocks, I said? Mm-hmm. Yep, okay, so we're gonna say we're gonna have 2 more contested rolls. They're going to try to catch up with you, and y'all are going to resist that. So, Annie, you're flying along, and instead of trying to grapple you, they see a nearby building that it's coming up that is level with you. That will be level with you whenever you pass by it. So they put on a burst of speed and grapple hook their way up, fly up that roof, and when you pass by, jump off and try and land on top of you. So let's same dealio, 2d6 plus 1.
5.
I got a 7, so it works for me.
Oh no.
They land on top of you. It is a tenuous grip at best. So all they were able to do for the moment is land on top of you.
I'm like spinning around.
Hey, Magpie, is that your name?
Sure. Let's go with that.
Well, I'm just saying, if you want, I mean, we can't give you this robot head, but if you go to Sentinel's Tower in the 57th floor, there's a whole bunch of other really fabulous items
Do you want this Rubik's
Yeah, I have this
Cube?
little bird. You can have it. We just need
No.
this head.
I kind of, like, really want this specific head.
But look at the bird. It's bird themed.
It's not my kind of bird. That's clearly a finch.
You can paint it.
It would be still... Look at the beak. It's totally different.
Okay, Charles Darwin, cool down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was speaking to a
That was a good
creationist
one.
over here.
Yeah, looking at the beaks of finches. Classic Charles
He's
Darwin.
such a nerd.
I took a class online.
Alright, so I guess that's...
I'm gonna try and shake him off again then.
Okay. Alright. Alright, what are you gonna do to try and do that?
I'm going to spin around rapidly.
It's directly engaged if I ever heard it.
Okay. 13.
Yeah. That is very good.
thrown off.
So, yeah. You just futson corkscrew your way through the air and fling them off. And you don't even see where they go this time. They're just gone.
Dizzy, I'm like, what? Yeah.
And guess what? You're able to make it back to the hideout.
Awesome.
Hooray. For everyone.
Yay!
We did it! Our first mission.
Woo.
Hooray.
We all high five.
Everyone high fives. You're all hanging out in the subways, stations.
The abandoned one,
The
right?
abandoned one, yes. Everyone's like clapping on the back. It's like, yeah. A-team walks in, covered in like soot, and like one guy's like clutching a broken arm.
What happened to
Hexbat's
you
there.
guys?
He's like, his nose is bleeding, and he, like reaches in his mouth, and like,
No!
okay, never mind, he doesn't do that.
Pulls out his dentures.
Yes.
No, it's fine. He pulls out a broken tooth.
Yep.
Thank you. Alright.
Yep. Like, well, I'm not going to lie. I have been better at various points in my life. The Inquisitor walks out of their office and just like claps you on the shoulder collectively as a group.
I was gonna say.
It's like,
He's a lot of hands.
I'm sorry. That sounds mean. I am so unbelievably proud of all of you today. What you managed to do. You're able to make the world a far, far better place.
Yeah, Annie did great.
Oh,
Did she?
thanks.
I'm glad to see that all of you got along so well. I'm glad the team worked out. So, didn't you happen to get the glasses as well?
You mean these ones? And Ray points to their face.
I'm so proud of you.
They do suit you.
I really
Yeah.
like them.
They should keep.
I can... You know what? Just keep them safe. And hold on to them for now. Keep them safe for me, Ray.
Ray has a giant smile on their face.
I got this Rubik's Cube.
You didn't try to solve it, did you?
No, but I watched a video about how to.
Just... don't try to solve it.
Is this like
Are
a...
we gonna get Pinhead?
Just not going. That feels like you're. I don't want to get too involved in your personal lives. If you want to try and do that, that's on you.
Okay, I'll save it for when I'm bored.
I smell a Patreon bonus episode.
For real?
Annie meets Pinhead.
I don't think Annie... I think Annie thinks there's a very strict delineation between pain and pleasure.
What would that even be like for a robot?
Yeah.
What does BDSM mean for a robot?
I don't want to know.
Like getting water flicked on you.
Sand.
Yeah, rolling through sand.
There's so all of oh, I know. Right. So Astro Girl like puts an arm around you, Ray, and tries to do the same to Annie, but Annie has much more mass, so it's more just like kind of grabs one of your arms,
Yeah.
one of your turrets,
Guns.
My beautiful gun arms. Yeah,
one
my
of those
guns.
One
of my pythons.
I don't know about you, but I need a break. I need waffles. None of y'all eat. I just realized that. We keep running into this.
But I can
Speaking
come.
of
I
food,
can
it just... Yeah.
Yes. Would you... Rory Girl, do you want to come with? I desperately need someone else who can eat.
I like waffles and I eat.
You don't seem to enjoy it as much.
I can enjoy waffles.
Let's all go. Let's all go. We gotta celebrate. We did a cool thing.
I like waffles aesthetically.
All right, let's go. It's on me.
Then I'm giving
I'll
you extra
go-
whipped cream.
All of y'all go to the local to your. So we see a scene like with Annie in the center being the Jesus in the situation, and the perfect renaissance of the four of y'all at the local Halcyon City Waffle Hut.
Drink of this windshield wiper fluid, for it is my blood. That's the second Holy Communion joke this episode.
And I'm enjoying some waffles, enjoying a day well, a mission accomplished.
Also, I'd like to point out,
When
Ray
you-
is just wearing the heart-shaped sunglasses, like, from here on out, like, always.
And you hear the bell to the Waffle Hut, cling cling, and someone approaches your table. You look up and you see a kid about your age wearing a metal mask.
Is it Metal Face?
Is it
And he says, Hey,
Kid Doctor Doom?
hey, I think y'all owe me a favor. End of episode.
Oh, that's good.